This report documents a pattern of unlawful attacks, unlawful airstrikes against the civilian population across Syria. This report particularly documents 59 airstrikes that Human Rights Watch researchers, including myself, were able to document firsthand through site visits, through interviews with witnesses and victims of these attacks. And what we're saying is that these attacks were at the very least indiscriminate, meaning they failed to distinguish between military objects, combatants, members of the Free Syrian Army, and civilians. And in some cases, they were deliberate, meaning that they deliberately targeted civilian populations or civilian objects such as bakeries or hospitals. We believe that the point of these attacks is to sow fear and destruction in the areas that are currently controlled by the opposition. These attacks are absolutely impermissible from the point of view of international law. The means and methods of warfare that they're using, they're either absolutely impermissible, such as cluster munitions. We documented more than 150 such attacks, or they're using large bombs, incendiary weapons that should not be used, we believe, in populated civilian areas, but that's exactly what they're doing. One of the things they're most likely trying to do is to deprive the Free Syrian Army of their support. And in that sense, it's really hard to tell, but it might be a horrible but successful strategy, in a sense that people in these areas that are currently controlled by the opposition will not be happy by the presence of the opposition because they believe that their presence trigger the attacks. Overall, I do not think that the strategy, if it is indeed the strategy, works. And of course, it's not the way to win hearts and minds. But I think this conflict is way past this point. At this point, Assad's regime is definitely struggling for its own survival. And of course, the more opposition makes advances, the more indiscriminate it becomes in choosing the means of warfare.